Dear all of my listen to the Righteous Soul TV, the watchers, thank you very much watching my Righteous Soul TV. I'm a Righteous Soul TV creator, Songjun Choi. We are all livings. How to living, what livings, we are livings. In the world, all of living persons lived. The history of living, the result of livings, and we know just all livings. Jesus Christ is livings, and then Buddha livings, and Kung Fu livings, and all of just livings. That livings lead us to the showing the examples. If Jesus Christ says, if living on my way, you will go to the return to the righteous to heaven's kingdoms. Yes, I'm trying to say Jesus Christ's ways. Jesus Christ, He enlightens, and He became the winner of righteous souls to the minds. So that Jesus Christ is the righteous soul plus body livings. The righteous soul in the boat, and the working on the waters. And the disciples watching Jesus Christ working on the sea waters, and then Jesus Christ righteous souls, and then righteous soul and human beings between the livings then, and righteous soul run to the sea waters. I'm trying to talking then. Jesus Christ did. We all just learn that is only Jesus Christ is the heaven's kingdom, heaven's Father's God, the sons. So only Jesus Christ's own ways. This is belief, and just religious, religious is yes. I think this righteous soul and soul just divisions all do not know. Soul is kind of a noblest contents, and then religious just keywords. So that is distance from me, but actually I think not. The living is really important. But all of righteous soul is covered by dusty, so all of livings just only minds plus body livings. So that they all livings for God. All of livings, all of the human beings lives from righteous living destination place, created righteous souls. They are comes to the sin of the macro concept, macro worlds. But we think all this religious, concept or religious regions, so no one's care, very, just distant from it. Sacred, just all of religious, just the Bible or Buddha books is always kind of a what is that, very nobles, very higher levels. So we are all just impossible to reach this Bible or Buddha content. But actually not. Bible and Buddha all just trying to talking half is to live a righteous soul. Then after the all end of the body livings will go to righteous living destination place by our righteous souls. Even though we're all just in the church or temples, no one teach is growings. Growing is based on righteous living is growings. Growing means righteous living energy from one perimeter to the limitless. Creation of knowledge from one perimeter to the limitless is growings. So that is why righteous souls comes to the body is to grow. This is serious. And if you really wanted to know, that is, you can buy micro concepts. Micro concept. Sell at Amazon. The author, writer, Songju Choi. You can buy in the Amazon bookshops the micro concept. We all just living this macro concept. I seen is theirs, but in crossing eyes, no, there is no. That is, our just living the limitations. Okay, can I read this? I can read. What is human being livings? I gave an answer. Most just philosophers, what is human beings? Who am I? How do I go? Where to go? Where from? These are questions. Even this is a kind of concepts, because we don't know just scientific way of clearly reveals this is true. I can't. This is abstract spiritualist, not strict. Abstract. This abstracts. Maybe just religious is believing doctrines maybe. So all of livings from created the righteous living destination of righteous souls. So all of livings in meets mind plus body from righteous living destinations, righteous soul, from soul living places, from body livings, body in place. Just from unseen to sin, unseen to see, sin. So mind is sin to righteous soul, unseen, to meet. So most the general persons living structures. Living structures is righteous soul plus mind plus body. So, if you just in a momently, coming up, enlightening, then is what is mind is limitless of zero, then is righteous soul meet body. In the moment, at that time, major is righteous souls. So of course righteous soul went to the minds. If righteous soul went to the mind, I can read righteous soul plus body, because mind is zero. So righteous soul plus bodies, righteous soul bodies. If bodies, this body is where? Because righteous soul living place only. So that righteous soul without minds meet, then is righteous soul livings. Body is a kind of a living place only. Physical. All of just just touchable is physical. So righteous soul body means that truly body is even see physical, but that is kind of house. Just house is, just living a person's sleeping, eating, resting places. Righteous soul living at body, sleeping, righteous eats, righteous restings. So that as the mind is decreased and to the zero, then is coming righteous souls. The righteous soul is what? It's really important. Righteous souls. Righteous souls. Righteous soul plus bodies. What? Righteous souls. Creation of knowledge. Creation of knowledge. Knowledge. One per limited, two limitless. The righteous living energy. Righteous soul living energy. One per limitless, two limitless. This is, living as structure, kind of physical structures, righteous souls. So, righteous soul is righteous soul creation place, BR2 living at body. So, unseen, seen, to unseen. Unseen. To self return to the righteous living soul creation places. Here is 360 degree righteous soul voyages. So all of righteous souls voyages like this. 360 degrees. Creation of righteous souls. And the birth, body, plus mind, plus creation of righteous souls. Instead is all the bodies, all the houses disappeared. All the house, all the body disappeared. Then coming back to the righteous living destiny place, righteous souls. Righteous soul. So that if living in the sin world is righteous soul livings, as mind is unparlimitless to zero, then it never ever fear to die. Because as the ends over, body is, disappeared. Because in the old time, body is getting worse, very wicked, small, what is that is there's any energies and powers, so bodies to be coming out, to all the bodies. So righteous souls do not die, righteous souls. To self return to righteous living destination, 360 the righteous soul voyage. So that here is, what is that? Explained from the point of body, eternity. Eternity. There is no die. But in the righteous soul's point of view, then is just a righteous soul is, creation of knowledge, limitless righteous souls. Righteous living energy, limitless righteous souls. All of eternity righteous souls, self-returning to righteous souls, are just conditions are creation of knowledge, limitless, righteous living energy, limitless. So in the righteous soul places, all of the souls are, is short time is the helpful and doing real of the livings, excitement places, righteous living destination place. But if righteous lose to the minds, this means that righteous soul is disappeared, then it's mind. Righteous soul is disappeared, then mind plus body. Then mind, fear of what? This body dies. Bodies, in the righteous soul body, here, the mind, the body, all is body same, but body is keep growing, all then, in the end, disappear. So mind is pure, disappear. Here, this is mind pilling, die. But righteous soul pilling is it's eternity. Righteous soul pillings, righteous righteous feeling is excitement, because righteous living destination place returning. So, two persons living is big differences. If mind livings fear, but righteous livings excitement and pleasure. End of this livings, righteous soul livings ends is excitement and pleasure, because returning to the righteous living destination place, eternity livings. But mind livings fear of body dyings, because the body and mind do not come to the righteous living destination places, because they are all mind living these places. So minds is fear of dying. Getting old then is mind living is not fear and war, but is righteous soul living is come to the conclusion to the ends of living, then peace. Righteous soul living is peace, mind living is war. Yeah. Yes, I think much more can explain to just these concepts, but if we go longer, then is you're some boring to your just understanding the what is human beings. So I'm concluding then is righteous soul is excitement ends of livings, mind's living is fear over of dyings. Righteous soul living is here is closing ends is. That means that safely returning to the righteous living destination place, so that a righteous soul livings, they do not fear of end of just body structure livings. Thank you very much.